Our clients regularly ask us to compare the famous ski towns of Vail and Breckenridge, so stay tuned, because that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video.
I'm Stephanie Ernst here in Breckenridge, Colorado today, and Lisa's over in Vail. But we are realtors here in these incredible mountain towns. We focus on real estate and lifestyle. Be sure to hit subscribe below so you don't miss any future videos, and pick up the phone. Give us a call if you have any questions. We can't wait to help you.
And since it's the winter season, we thought we'd start with skiing first. So, both mountains are just huge ski resorts known around the world, so you really can't go wrong with either choice. And both are on the Epic Pass, owned by Vail Resort, so if you do get that full pass, you can ski at either resort. And on a good day, depending on I-70, they're only 50 minutes apart. So I guess that's why people come from all around the world to ski at Vail. It is just a phenomenal experience.
This is perfect as we talk about skiing in Breck. The skies have opened up. Now, one thing to note, there's a lot of high alpine terrain here. With that, we have the highest lift in North America. That's the Imperial Chair. The top is 12,840 feet. You can even hike higher if you want. With the higher alpine terrain here, it's more advanced expert. Peak 6 has some blue blacks, but that's gonna be about it. So know that with our higher alpine. Also, since this is a higher elevation, our snow quality tends to stay a little bit better here in Breckenridge. So when we have those micro springs during the winter and we get up to 40 or 45 degrees, the snow tends to stay better here. With that, Breckenridge is also one of the latest Vail resorts to close in the spring. Generally always open into May, usually at least Mother's Day weekend. So if you love spring skiing, you need to be sure to check out Breck in the spring. Now, when we think about Vail and we think about Breckenridge, they have completely different vibes and a very unique feel from each other, but both are incredible towns. Now, both do have incredible shops, phenomenal restaurants, and spas if you don't want to hit the slopes that day. And then one unique feature, and you may not even know this, but both of these towns are nestled at the base of the ski resort. Some of our towns, for example, Crested Butte, is a mile or two down the road. So that is a very different feel, but both these towns are at the base of the skiing. And then both of them have wonderful free public transportation. So whether you buy a home right on Main or right in the village, or you're more in East Vail, West Vail, or somewhere else in Breck, the busing is incredible. It runs every 15 to 30 minutes. Will take you directly to the gondolas, the transportation stations, to really make these towns incredibly accessible.
And back here in Vail, we have a very European flair to the architecture, which does set this village apart from all other ski towns. And we also have this charming heated cobblestone streets. It is a lovely pedestrian village as well, so there's no cars buzzing around. You can just park in that parking garage and start strolling around, hitting the finest shopping and dining around. And when you're here in the Vail Village, feel free to rock your furs or that stylish ski apparel. So if you're planning a ski trip or trying to consider where you might buy a home, be sure to check out the Vail Village. It has a vibe like no other.
And here we are on Main Street in the heart of it all in Breckenridge. We have shops and restaurants on both sides of Main. But here at Breck, when you are out and about, you can choose to be very casual, jeans and a beanie fit any day of the year, or to bust out the fur and be as fancy as you want. Also in Breckenridge, we have a plethora of parking options. So you can park directly at the base of the skiing for Peak 8 and Peak 9. There's free parking out in the airport lot and catch a bus down into town. Or there's paid parking at the gondola or along Main. So lots of parking options depending on if you have kiddos and want to make it easy or what best fits your needs for the day.
So let's not forget, we are realtors, so we would love to help you find your dream home in either of these towns. Now both have amazing ski in, ski out properties. We can also look for a home with huge mountain views, or you can be right in the village, right next to Main Street. Whatever you're looking for, we can certainly help you find it. There are so many options. And if you want to be out of town, we can certainly help with that too. We can find you a property that's out of town with a big view of the resort itself. Whatever it is that you're looking for, we'd love to help you find it.
Now the Breckenridge real estate market. We are 15 to 20 minutes off of I-70, so you aren't contending with the I-70 noise. Now, if you do choose to buy a condo on Main Street, obviously it's not going to be super quiet. But I am standing in front of the most expensive home on the market currently here in Breck. It is listed for just under 19 million, and here you're not hearing a thing. It's actually ski in and ski out. To my right is the ski slope off of Peak 8. So you can hop on and off right there when you are hosting all of your family and friends. Now the average list price right now here in Breckenridge is $1,242,000. And let's talk about short-term rentals. Breckenridge has a lot of rental regulations. There are 4 different zones. Which zone a property falls into is about as clear as mud. So if you have any questions, pick up the phone or text Lisa and I an address. We can tell you if it's in the resort zone or zone 1, which are the 2 zones where you can short-term rent currently. So rentals, a little trickier here in Breck, but still definitely an option.
So now I am here in Vail in front of these stunning Solaris residences. We have one for sale here right now. It is a 3-bedroom listed for $7,200,000. You get all of the amenities here. There's an amazing indoor pool. We have an ice rink here and a bowling alley, and so much more. Plus, you're walking distance to everything the Vail Village has to offer. Now, the average price here for a home that has sold recently is $5,448,000. But if you're looking for something a little bit more, a little bit less, we can help you no matter what the price point is. But we did want you to know that average price point here in Vail. And fun fact, the most expensive home on the market right now is listed for $78 million. So we're gonna go have a look at that one as well. Now, one of the downsides to living in Vail is that I-70 does run right down the Vail Valley. That comes as a little bit of a surprise to some people, so we wanted to put that out there. It can be a little hard to get away from the highway noise, so keep that in mind. But then one of the upsides is that if you're looking to rent your home when you're not using it, there are very few rental restrictions here, unlike Breckenridge, which does have quite a few restrictions. Stephanie will talk more about that.
When you buy in either of these towns, you are buying into a lifestyle. Now let's talk about winter. We have the alpine skiing, we have Nordic skiing, backcountry skiing, snowshoeing, and so many other fun things, from sledding at the park to snowball fights and igloo building. Now, we can't forget that these towns both also have incredible year-round entertainment. So here in Breckenridge, we have the Riverwalk just next to me. It has indoor stuff in the winter, and then they open up the front, and during the summer, you're enjoying the lawn at the same time. Vail has the Ford Amphitheater. Absolutely incredible names come there to perform. Be sure to check that out, and Tuesday nights are free for locals.
And what about summer? Well, in just a couple months, we're gonna have a bunch of kiddos hanging out in the park here, playing around. We're gonna have kayakers coming down the river, and the GoPro games happen here as well on this Gore Creek. We also have just all kinds of summer activities. We have stand-up paddleboarding in these mountain lakes. You can go fishing, fly fishing, rafting, you name it. And my personal favorite, mountain biking. My friends and I love riding up these mountains and just all over town. You can ride around the villages or off trail. It can't be beat. There's also 14ers. Tons of people come out here and hike 14ers all summer long. Be sure to check out Stephanie's video that we put out, that she published, about hiking a 14er with a friend. But again, just all kinds of outdoors activities going on here in the Vail Valley all summer long.
We hope you've learned a little bit about each of these mountain towns today and how they're the same and how they are different. But truly, you can't go wrong with either one. Now, Lisa and I are blessed to call these mountains our home. And if you want to do the same, be sure to reach out and we'll help you find your dream mountain house.